All right, another PSA submission return 21 cards on this one, all football at the $15.99 rate. Let's jump into it. Mostly Hall of Famers, and there's a few that are not so, more so on the cusp. I'll put the list over here to the left of what's upcoming, just real quick on the screen so you can get an idea of particular cards that are coming up. A lot of kind of wow bump upgrades, and there was only one card that went down that I had pre-graded higher. So let's jump into it. Starting us off, 1998 Chris Carter. This is a gold label base class 1, as you can see there. Nothing too fancy or special on this. Had this pre-graded a 9 or 10. Basically in the middle, favoring neither side. It did hit the 10, thankfully. So that's the kind of card which is like a $1 or $2 card that you need to hit in a 10. So I'm happy to have that. I'm not quite sure on the pop count. Of course, you'll see it down here on the bottom right, and if I can find any comps over here. And first 10 on the board there. Quite a few 10s, I believe, in this order, and nothing lower than an 8. So as you know, these type of cards, they do kind of they have some age on them, and we're going to get into some more modern stuff. Mainly it'll be mid 2000s, I would say, in that range. So as you already saw, so 98 on the showcase. This is row 1, and we hit a 9, thankfully. This I had pre-graded an 8. There's actually 2 of these. I don't need to flip that over. I had them both pre-graded an 8, and they both hit 9s. So again, there's an upgrade that's good to see. Barry Sanders, as we know, sells very well, so happy to have the 9s instead of 8s, as we would. A Peyton Manning, big time name, on the, again, 98 Flair Showcase. Had this hitting an 8 or 9, favoring the 8 side. It actually hit the 9, so glad to have that on the 9. And 8 would be a little bit troublesome, but a lot of blue, a lot of possible chipping, but clean card there. All right, this one, continuing the fest of the 98 Flair Showcase. Jerry Rice, again, row 1. I love the row 1 kind of design parallel there. As we say in the modern terms, it's a shimmer, but it is not a shimmer parallel during these days. I had this graded an 8 or 9, favoring the 9 side. Well, we hit a 10. Boom. That is a big card to have an upgrade, big name, to hit the higher, almost 2 grades higher, I would say, almost in a sense. So happy to snag that. And if you thought that was cool, the 99 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor Hall of Famer Jerome Bettis. These are numbered out of 100. We got the 15 there. I had this hitting a 7 or 8, favoring the 8 side. It must have been surface, because upon getting this back and seeing it in the case, the edges were very, very clean. But there must have been some surface issues when I graded this back then. Again, possibly the highest grade I had this pre-grade is an 8. It hit a 10. Wow. I don't know what to do with this. I'm not going to keep it. I don't know whether to put it on auction or just set it really high and go fishing and check out offers. But geez, that was a shock. That was hands down the biggest shock of the order right there. Continuing the shock fest, I had this a solid 9 on the black refractor. These are numbered at a 599. Pretty large print run on these, but this year there was not too many refractor parallels, so you can get what you get with those earlier 2000 years. but thankfully we did hit the 10. So nice, another bump on that. Rookie card, just base on the auto for Frank Gore on his Bowman. I had this hitting a 7 or 8. It did hit, thankfully, the 8 of the two. This will go on in the PC. They're just hard to find sometimes. For whatever reason, autos of Frank Gore don't come up too often. You can find them, but people got ridiculous prices. Is that our first 8 of the order? It is. So we'll start a pile there. Pick this card up. These are numbered out of 139 on purely the fact that it was color matching. But collectors, obviously, Edgerrin James, are very familiar with him being in a Colts uni. So this was obviously his way later years. And I had this pre-graded a 9 or 10. And this came in an uncirculated case. And we still got the 9. Straight from uncirculated case, just a clean little wipe off and into a sleeve. But still hit the 9 there, so it's kind of unfortunate. It's one of those cards where you do kind of want to see it hit a 10 to make it worthwhile. Rookie year of Deshaun Jackson. This is his blue X-Fractor on the auto there. These are numbered out of 30. Kind of an interesting print run there. I had this hitting a solid 8. We got the 9, so that's good. Another bump there. Even an 8 kind of would have been maybe working around that break-even mark, but we'll see what the 9 brings for a Deshaun Jackson collector. 2008 gold refractor, high print run on this year for gold, 199 of each card printed. Had this as a toss-up between the 9 or 10. We got the 10, thankfully. So again, another one of those cards where you're squeezing the juice for the 10. You're almost breaking even in a sense if you hit the 9. Aaron Rodgers on the 2009 X-Fractor. I had this as a 9 or 10 as well. And this one did hit the 9, unfortunately. But big name, still kind of a, might be a slow seller depending on what I listed at. But there's enough popularity there for him to go into someone's hands. I don't think I had too many PC items. I think it was maybe just 2 or 3 cards in this order. Felt really, really confident on this. I had this as a toss-up again, 9 or 10. It's just a clean looking card. That refractor finish really shines on this card, pops pretty well. The centering was almost phenomenal. Left, right is pretty solid, but that top bottom, as you can see, maybe it's easier to see this way. A little thinner and thicker on the top. It's a little bit hard to see, but it does exist. And I think that's what warranted possibly the 9, because I didn't see anything else. This is a very, very clean copy of a 9. I felt like, again, this could go either way. And I was more so leaning, I should have put towards the 9 side. But yeah, these are numbered at 99. So a few of them out there. And there's another one in the market. This is a card show pickup. Again, $1 or $2 card. Decent maybe following for some Packers fans as with Jordy Nelson. It's not a color matching, but it has a nice enough eye appeal, I think, with being a blue refractor. This is another toss-up between 9 or 10, and we got the bump on the 10. So continuing that, I think this is maybe possibly the last card for the PC. Frank Gore here. Logos, these are numbered out of 50, I believe. Yes, 50. This one I had hitting an 8 or 9, favoring the 9 side. I just love the 2014 Prism years where they just blow up the image. I say it all the time. Probably sick and tired of, if you're around the channel, hearing about it. But we hit the 9, unfortunately. So, well, not unfortunate, but graciously, I suppose, instead of favoring that 8 side, which I had. So good to have that card show pickup as well on this. And I think I bought this for around $10 or something like that. I had it as a toss-up, and then I actually think I started favoring the 9 side, but I think that orange just, again, color matching. There's a gravitation for collectors nowadays with that. And unfortunately, though, this hit the 9. That would have been a goodie to have. It wouldn't have been a high card in a 10, but 9 hurts a bit there. And we've all seen this catch, 2015 Topps Chromes Camel Refractor numbered at 499. Just picked this card up. And the Blue Diamond, which also, well, I might have just gave it away. We got the gems, so thankfully I had this card hitting in a solid 9. I think there must have been some surface issues. 2015's kind of a difficult year to gem, especially on this back. So I was thankful. As you can see, it's very dark, and I've talked about it a lot. The cardstock was very soft and indents, either fingernails or just from touching the card. Ruins it very easily compared to others. So big name here, Tom Brady, 2017 Hollow on the Optic. Well, 2017 Optic with the Hollow, I should more so say. Had this card hitting a 9, and that's what we got, a 9. I was hoping for a 10 on this. I did get a 10 earlier on the same exact copy. Don't know if I still have it or not, but again, it's another one of those where you're just kind of trying to squeeze some juice out of it and see which way it goes. This card I had hit in a solid 9. This is numbered, as you can see. Sorry, it's on the front, out of 99, mirror red. And this is our downgrade of the order. Hit an 8. Still big enough name, subtle color matching, I suppose, on their secondary color. In a sense, it works. So someone will probably be interested in that. Whether I don't think I'm gonna pop it out. If I felt like it wasn't going to gem, then there's no reason to go that route. Speaking of possibly gemming, I had this as a toss-up of 9 to 10 on the Jeremy Shockey. These are not numbered. I just kind of like the look of the card. Thought it had a nice eye appeal possibly for a Jeremy Shockey collector, New York Giants fan. And thankfully it gemmed out. So another good one to have go the right direction. And our final card of the order. I was going to do a collection of these, but I think I'm starting to sell them off. So for whatever reason, I always grab the bookends, and especially if they're numbered out of 10, I always somehow get my hands on the 10 of 10. I had this hit in 8 or 9, thicker card here, and this hit the 8. So fortunately, the lower of the two, you never definitely get a higher grade on these thicker flawless cards, but understandably so. So there's the 21 card submission reveal. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future videos just like this. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I'll try to get more back coming to you soon here, and you all take care. Again, thanks for watching.